Here is our CJOB interview that we recorded the morning of.
This is Winnipeg Weekends with Kevin Burgin on 680 CJOB.
I got your next favorite podcast, okay? The 204 Rise podcast aims to document the rising hidden talent within the streets of Winnipeg. So this is a local podcast. So on the line now, I have Robin Mann, who's one of the hosts, and Arshdeep Chauhan. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am excellent. This is kind of, turning the mic. The hosts now get interviewed, huh? Are you guys used to this?
Yeah, it's a new experience, but we do this every Saturday morning.
I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, Robin, I'll start with you. Maybe you can tell everybody what the 204 Rise podcast actually is.
It's very simple. You break down the name. 204 is the area code for our city, and Rise is taking the steps from one spot to another, going from a journey from something to nothing, or nothing to something, rather. And we are here to document that. There's a lot of talent in our city, and a lot of people who are doing great things, and we just want to show those stories and tell them to the world.
Arshdeep, there's a ton of podcasts out there, and there's a million things that you guys could have been talking about. Why this particular topic?
Winnipeg is where we were born and raised, or we lived here for a majority of our life, right? And so we love this city. We know the community and how close-knitted we are to our communities and who we surround ourselves with in this city. And it was just a matter of fact of just getting it on a platform. There's so much hidden talent, as Robin mentioned, and we always loved creating content. And it was just a natural bias for us to start something to showcase the mission. Our mission from high school was to spread love, and this was just another platform for us to do that.
That's awesome. Robin, obviously your show is about finding hidden talents and shining a light on that for people of Winnipeg to discover. But along the way, have you guys been surprised at some of the hidden talents that you found?
Of course. I think the one thing that we really realized when we started was everyone has a story, and everyone has some sort of struggles or something that they have to go through in order to make it to where they are. All the struggles you go through, all the moments in your life, they lead to the moment that you are here, whether you realize it or not. And that realization of just talking with people, talking with Winnipeggers, and seeing everyone, how they got to their place, that was for sure surprising. And along the way, we got to meet some very, very cool people, and just the ability to spend a long form time with someone, have a conversation for an hour, 2 hours. You just get to know them on a really deep and intimate level where it's just inspiring, motivating for us to keep going, but to provide hope to anyone who is in that spot that has dreams of achieving something.
100%. Arshdeep, do you find that it's almost like pulling back the curtain for the Wizard, the Wizard of Oz, where you have a conversation with people? You always see the public persona of someone, but then when you actually get to talk to them, it just kind of pulls the curtain back and lets you learn a lot more about them.
100%. It's very interesting because me and Robin, we're both very curious people. So when we have a conversation with anyone from Winnipeg, it really puts it into perspective how real Winnipeg is, in the sense that we're so grounded in our values, in our beliefs, in our mission of continuing to rise. And it really, when we have a conversation with them for an hour or 2 hours, it really puts it into perspective that we're all on this planet to achieve a common mission, and that's to spread love. So yeah, it does really put it into perspective for us.
Okay, I hate to put you guys on the spot right now, but who are some of the people that maybe have inspired you the most as you've gone along and created this podcast?
David, you asking some difficult questions here.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I noticed you guys have a lot of episodes, which is awesome. So I'm just wondering, out of that, like I do a food show, and a lot of times I go to restaurants and talk to different people, and obviously people that are on this show. And as you get to talk to people, the more people you talk to, it's almost like a drug. You want to talk to more people because, again, it's super inspiring for even a place that you drive by every day and you have no idea what goes on in that building. Then you go and find out, exactly what, all the work that goes behind maybe a building that you've passed by a million times, or a person that you've seen on TV, a million times, and you don't really know their story. So I'm wondering who has inspired you guys to keep the show going.
No, I will resonate with exactly you said. When you do so many things and you talk with so many people, it's almost hard to pick your favorite. I'm sure it's hard for you to pick your favorite food as well.
For sure.
But for us, we talk with so many people from so many different areas. So it's business, music, arts, anything and everything. So there's so many categories which we could dive into, but we got the chance to, just in our recent season right here, we got a chance to talk with David Asper, who's the owner of the Sea Bears, as well as some others who are producers in the city. Pascal Beats is one of them. And that was just in our recent season as well. And we recently got to talk to a car dealership, St. James Volkswagen, who we're going to be working with in our Christmas holiday as well. And so to pick a favorite, we've done summer sound events, a lot. Like I couldn't sit down and name you one because each one has a different story and each one has a different unique. So sometimes I like this part from one part and I like this story from another.
Mm-hmm.
So to pick one, it's like picking your favorite child, my friend.
See, you do pick a favorite child. You just don't tell them that to their face.
Yes, of course.
Or if you're like my mom, Jamaican, she will tell you to your face. Speaking of which, you guys have an event coming up where you're collaborating with St. James VW. So maybe you can talk about the event that you have coming up.
100%. So we've always done a Christmas holiday video. And so, as we said, we want to give back to our community. We're all about Winnipeg. And so this year we got this amazing idea of giving back to the community in a much bigger way, on a bigger platform from what we started. We originally started with giving back 20 cups of coffee. And this was during COVID times when we followed all protocols, and we made a video out of it. Now we're back to the normal society, you can say. And now we have the chance to make a bigger impact. So we partnered up with St. James Volkswagen to give back to our community. We're giving away $5,000 worth of presents to schools and families in need, just to bring a little joy to their Christmas holidays. Yeah, so that is the idea itself. It's to give back to the community. The people that make us who we are today, 204 Eyes, is with the people. And so the video is to give back to the community and show how much we appreciate their support and how much Winnipeg does mean to us.
Is this an event that the community can actually contribute to?
Yeah, 100%. So the video is broken up into 3 portions. We will be getting the gifts, wrapping the gifts, and delivering the gifts. And the best way for the community to contribute to us is to watch the video when it goes live on December 25th at 2:04 p.m. That's the best way they can contribute in terms of showing that there's a reason why we do this and really solidifying the idea that, hey, Winnipeg is worth giving back to, Winnipeg is worth doing positive things in, and it just reassures that, and we can just do it bigger and better next year and the year after that.
Okay, so let's give people some basic information. Where can, obviously you said 2:04 p.m. on the 25th, but you can tell them where they can watch the video, maybe your social media handles, and most importantly, where they can listen to your podcast.
Yeah, so we're on all streaming platforms, and so that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast. And so, yeah, just search 204 RISE, and that is our handle on all social media platforms as well. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Add us up everywhere. We're on all social platforms. And on YouTube, you can find the Christmas holiday video, as Robin mentioned, December 25th at 2:04 p.m. And our YouTube channel name is 204 RISE, 204 RISE.
Winnipeg Weekends with Kevin Burgin on 680 CJOB.
Never gets old. Never gets old. Good shit. Well done. Good shit. Well done. Let's go, bro. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. That never gets old. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, that's insane. We're running it. Well done.